Hello, world! So, I was pleasantly surprised in the mail today, and I thought I'd show you. I bet you all remember the catastrophe that was the Fallout 76 Power Armor Edition with the canvas bag that turned out to be a very cheap pleather bag instead. And of course, everyone raised the problem with that whatever, or not pleather, what is it? I want to say it's vinyl or something like that. I don't exactly know my materials very well. But I know the difference between canvas and whatever this book bag material is. And we all remember that blow up. And this one's already starting to show extreme wear and tear from me using it for something. And, I don't know, it was a huge media storm because they did specifically say canvas bag, not this stuff. And at that rate, we were paying for the material, not just for a bag. We were paying for material. If they just said a holding bag and then gave us this, we probably wouldn't have complained. But anyway, in the mail, let's move that to the side. I found this, and I wasn't even expecting it. I had to just accepted that it was never going to come. This is the actual canvas bag that they had meant to send, or that they should have been sending out the entire time. And it's vastly different in quality. I'm going to say that right now. The two side to side, it is vastly different. This is a real strap. This is not a real strap. This strap is it's thin. You can feel right through it. I feel like this would eventually separate from this material in here. And it just feels cheap, whereas this feels thick, bulky. The handle is a real style handle where they just fold it and then sew it and it works. And the zipper, I was expecting a very cheap zipper. They actually gave us a good zipper. All the seams are very well done. They're not separating. I feel like this would survive a little bit. And that's what a canvas bag is supposed to do. A canvas bag is known for its durability. So, there's my canvas bag. I finally got mine. I've been waiting for a while. And while I'm swapping the stuff from this bag into this bag, I'm going to talk a little bit about Fallout 76. So, I don't know if I'll have gameplay footage or anything playing through while this is going around. But, if I do, that'll be cool. So anyway, I've never even opened it. I'm just now looking inside. It's solid. It's solidly constructed. Like, I'm not seeing any points in which this would be tearing apart or anything. As for the, I want to say it's some kind of vinyl-y bag, something cheap. As for this bag, it's already, look at that. It's already starting to tear apart, which is something I'd expect from something so cheap. I was never going to use it for displaying the power armor helmet. I wasn't interested in that. I wanted the helmet for on top of my mini fridge. And I just wanted it because it would be a cool collectible. I wasn't interested very much in the bag, except I thought the canvas bag would be cool to hold magazines in. And my ear protection when I go out to the range. And what do you know? I was actually right. This one served me well for its shape. The only problem is its construction was just too cheap. And even though these magazines are never fully loaded, when I put them in, it was starting to tear apart. And I know I shouldn't probably be complaining about durability on something that was meant for video game paraphernalia, but they did say a nice canvas bag, and that's not what we got. And canvas bags are kind of known to be a ruggedy item anyway. They're meant to be opened up just like this, all nice and spread out. And you're meant to just throw your stuff in it and then just go. They're kind of designed to be like bug-out camping bags or something, where you just open it up, you have all your stuff, or you close it, and all your stuff is just piled up on each other. They're kind of like bindles. That's what I compare them to. Get all the magazines in there, all of them. Now, close it and zip it. Yeah. Ready to go out to the range. Yeah. That's going to hold them for a nice long time. And if this one is damaged at all, if this canvas bag is damaged, I can always just repair it. I can put a piece of cloth over the hole or whatever on both sides if I have to, and I can stitch it up. There's no stitching this material. I've tried in the past. With my old book bags and stuff, I used to try and repair this cheap material, and it's impossible to get repaired. Once it starts going, it's just gone, and the material itself begins to wear out very quickly. I can already see a lot of holes starting to form where the constant pulling is pulling the thread through the material, and it's already got, I can actually see holes, little holes in the light, little wear points in which the magazines were bumping into the sides of it. And it's, I don't know. It's not like a lot of people are going to use these bags. Probably most people won't. They'll just keep their power armor helmet in it on display or whatever. But it's just a matter of what you advertise and the pride you take in making something. And I feel like a lot of video game swag merchandise that they sell is just purely for aesthetics and not for any practical use whatsoever or any thought into what the item actually is. If they sell a mug and it says, hey, don't drink out of this, it wouldn't surprise me at all. But it's a mug. I got it to drink out of and to have supported the thing I love. But oh well. So let's talk a little bit more about Fallout 76. I actually wasn't disappointed with the game. I actually still like it. And I know that's not a popular opinion, but I got exactly what I was expecting. I was expecting a bare bones, very basic multiplayer Fallout engine that probably wouldn't be completed, wouldn't be done, wouldn't have a lot of storyline, and for them to just work out the kinks of a true multiplayer online game, and for them to work out the balancing on a lot of the weapons and stuff. And when I heard that there would be no NPCs, I was a little disappointed at first, but I was also kind of expecting that, because a lot of their really, really good storylines, of course, have NPCs. So they're going to avoid that at first, and they're just going to make a very structural game where you can just do your own thing. And then I figured, well, they'll probably just add stuff over time. They'll add a robot that you can interact with and talk to and all that stuff. They'll add a little community of vault dwellers or whatever. They'll add all that shit later on in the game. Because you can't tell me that the makers of Bethesda are going to sit on a game that's going to constantly be getting updates and constantly sit there and not think, hey, I got a real fun idea for a storyline. How about a Assaultron stripper that when you pay her money or give her things and stuff like that, she'll give you quests and rewards and guns, and eventually you have the option to go sleep with her, and that'll happen just real quick off screen, and she'll take you to like a secret location where you can not normally venture. You know, that just feels like a Fallout-y kind of thing, doesn't it? And I was a little disappointed that none of that happened, but I wasn't disappointed in the game overall. I'm going to start playing it again as soon as the new update drops, because I did put it down for a little bit for playing other games. But I am probably going to pick it back up, and I might talk a little bit about the game on this channel some more. About the only thing that I found disappointing about the Fallout 76 game was the lack of a certain weapon known as the Acid Soaker. The Acid Soaker is a support weapon from Fallout 4 that you spray someone and then they take bonus damage because now they're covered in acid. I was expecting that weapon to absolutely be in Fallout 76 because it seemed like a multiplayer support type style gun, and I never saw it, so that was kind of a bummer. I was also expecting some kind of Nuka-Cola and Nuka Quantum variant of the Acid Soaker, which we never got in Fallout 4. But I was expecting it in Fallout 76. But other than that, I'm happy that I finally got the bag I paid for. I mean, look at this thing. It's awesome. I like it. If it ever rips, I can repair it. These straps, these handles are really rugged. I mean, they definitely did me right by it. I was really upset that I didn't get the bag, because the bag is half the reason I did the purchase. The second half was, of course, the power armor helmet. And then when I got it, I was a little bit unhappy because my brother, he got the Pip-Boy edition, and he got such an amazing Pip-Boy, a high-quality Pip-Boy with aftermarket support. I mean, they are installing like radios and stuff in that Pip-Boy now, and all I got was the cheap plastic helmet. Well, that's pretty cool, voice modulator and all that stuff, and I play around with it occasionally. I put it on during Halloween and all that stuff, and in the bag, that wasn't worth anything. So I was really disappointed, and I was almost thinking that they wouldn't send out a bag to replace it at all, even though they were sending me email after email saying that they would. But here's my bag, and I'm very happy with it. So this was Timber 22, just a little quick update video on the, or not an update video, this is the first time I'm ever talking about Fallout 76 on this channel. This is just kind of a product review, really. I guess this is a product review, but I'm gonna call this bag versus bag or something like that. But either way, this is Timber 22, and for now, I'm gonna be saying bye bye.